keep us calm for a moment.
Yes, to keep you from jumping on stage in the nighttime. Yeah. All right, so I've got a couple of questions for these guys, then we're gonna open it up to your questions. And then at the end of these panels, we're gonna bring our panels down over to the side of the stage and give you 10 minutes of kind of more one-on-one time with them before we start the next panel. So that's kind of how the day's gonna work. So let's start. So season 2, what can we expect? I mean, what's going on?
I thought we were just remaking season 1.
Yeah.
That was we're shooting.
We were adapting season 1
It's
an adaptation of the
it's
series.
reimagining.
And then when that didn't happen, what happened?
Right, sorry.
Crazy stuff happening. It gets really dark this year.
Yeah.
Really, really, really dark this year.
Yeah, it should be called Welcome to the Dark Side. Being
Nice.
human.
Welcome to the dark side.
Dark
Being
side
human.
of the being human.
This time it's personal.
Transformers.
Dark of
the being human.
And give us a little more than that. So, I mean, that's fantastic. You've obviously been very well prepped.
I can say that we kind of all go off on our own independent paths this year, respective paths that are all obviously interlaced with one another. But yeah, they're quite dark. I think we all had a tremendous amount of growth in the first season that was kind of leading up to all of us making decisions about whether to kind of, as the ad clearly stipulates, let the temptation in. And I think that I can speak for my character anyway. It's really a lot of it is about trying to keep others away from the temptation. So it's a lot of clinging on to what I want, which is normalcy. So.
Yeah, I think I'll speak for Sally. Season 2, she's dealing with, we pick up, a month after we left off.
Yeah, roughly.
So, for Sally, she's dealing with the consequences of missing her door and what that means to her. She's dealing also with a lot of temptation in regards to her exploring more of the rules of the afterlife and really sort of discovering new things that she can do and coming into new powers, a lot of which are very dangerous and addictive and painful for people around her. And so she's battling with that a lot and meeting a lot of new characters. I think there's tons of new characters on the show this year. We're very blessed with the new guest cast. Do you want us to talk about Aiden or not? Yeah.
Do we need to?
Talk a little bit about the guest cast. It's a good entree to Aiden's character and
Okay.
they have a new.
Well, so we have Deacon Lockman this year, who's playing Surin, who is a very old vampire. How old is she?
Over 700 years old.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And
That's old. I thought she was like 37.
really, really old vampire.
Really old.
Old.
Yeah.
And then we also have Kyle Schmidt, who plays Henry, who's an awesome addition.
Yeah. Aiden is, he's dealing with, there's all these really neat identity issues throughout this season, because as we saw last year, we went back to a few time periods, went to the 50s, went to the 70s. Well, we're going way back to the 80s. We learned Aiden was a guitar player in a band, and Bishop was a singer, and this whole thing of but I want to be the singer and you be the guitar player. It's
a story you've seen 100 times.
Because we always know between the singer and the guitar player, there's conflict.
Yeah,
and it's just baked into that story. Yeah. No, we go back to the 30s, and we discover a time when the vampires weren't taking these awful day jobs that they didn't want to be taking, and they didn't have to hide as hardcore as they do in modern day. And then we can go back to 1918 and we learn what happened before them. But we discover Aiden perhaps at the height of his influence and power, and he's doing really, really well. And we learn why they were all scattered and sent into the shadows, and they all hide. And so, as I talk about this identity thing, we really get a strong contrast for who Aiden was and this ideal Aiden. Everyone's talking about him, and you get to see him, and they talk about how he was the ideal vampire. And then we learn, and then of course we know a lot about how Aiden is trying to be in these last 2 years since he's known you.
Right.
And he just keeps having options removed, and avenues of escape, and he's having all these things taken away from him. And once you have all your options taken away, you really do learn who you really are. Not who you want to be, and not who you were, but who you are. And that's one of the scary things that he goes through this season.